Welcome everyone to our weekend analysis this evening. The markets have closed and we have the opportunity to actually see what we have in store for this coming week. So, before we even begin, you only have one day remaining. That is today, tomorrow at 11:59 CET, 1st of January. So you're little left with exactly 24 hours from now to grab yourself an account before the discount ends. So that's start 2026. So get ready to start your 2026 with an account here at OFP. And yeah, you get 30% off all products, whether it's the ESET funding or the challenge account. So make sure you get yourself an account before the discount ends tomorrow. So let's dive straight into the analysis this evening. And we're starting first with the dollar index. So the dollar index has literally been dropping for the beginning of the week. Then it had a U-turn. And we were actually anticipating this U-turn at the beginning of the week, but the dollar index decided to do it later in the week. We're actually lucky to come all the way here, but it seemed it had a whole new plan for itself. So what's the plan for this week? Well, looking at how things are going, it looks like we might be having a dollar week this coming week, or even probably a dollar month for the month of February. So, what does that mean? Right now, the trend line I would say is broken, like from here to here, whether we like it or not. The trend line is broken in this area. So, what does this mean? Well, we're already approaching support resistance and the next resistance is all the way up here. So I do think the market is actually going to come all the way up here instead, just right above here. So that's what we can anticipate. And most likely what we can do, we can put like a pending order just right above this previous high over here. Yeah, so that's where we can put a pending order with low stop loss, just about there. Okay, let's push it down further. Yeah. And then we'll be aiming to the upside just about there. So this could be a good one-to-one for the coming weeks. So up until the market actually moves past 97370, then we'll be looking to go long the dollar index, especially with everything that has been happening right now. Then let's move over to euro dollar. The euro dollar has been crashing. We're looking for the market to come all the way down here, similar to what we saw in the dollar index. But right now, it seems like there's going to be strength with the euro. So let us keep an eye watch on that. So what would this coming week actually bring? So let's put it all the way here. So we'll also probably be anticipating dollar strength this coming week. But I would like to see some serious movement to the downside, firstly, just right below here. I'd like to see the market come like right below here. Then I would be interested in to see what the market can do. Then we can have a high stop loss over there. So let's push this. I will push it a bit later. But the next level that we could be aiming for right here is probably, why does it not want to move? Because I really don't know what goes on with this, because I'm trying to increase the take profit here, and it doesn't want to move. It's moving like the whole thing. Okay, there we go. All right, so I do think we could push as far as 16,700 for this coming week. Let us put this all the way down here. Yeah, so just about there with a high stop loss. Just about that. So a good 1.13 to 1 could be ideal for this coming week on the euro dollar. But we also need to keep an eye watch on the sentiment. We have 58% of traders. So buyers may kick in at any moment in time. Let us now move over to dollar yen. The dollar yen crashed real hard. And what I'm really thinking here, I think I can even move all these drawings here because they've become way too many. Let's see if the drawings are still there on euro dollar. Oh, on. Right. So I'm gonna put these back here so that we know what we're looking for. So just that. And also put that there. Should have just checked indicator lists just so to know like what's really going on. Yeah. So pushing. Oh my word. This thing doesn't want to move. I really don't like how they've made this. Don't know, it's like a bug or something. Okay, so pushing it all the way down there, 700. Entry will be just right below there. Push this back up. Stop loss previous high. And then going back also to the dollar index. Trend line was broken. So I think I should be clearing these up when the week starts. Let's put that vertical line right there. Then we'll be looking for the market to come up just above there. And low stop loss just there. And the high stop loss coming all the way here. Yeah. There we go. Now coming back to the dollar yen. So dollar yen, we'll be looking for the markets to actually come into this area before we actually do anything. I'm looking for more like a pullback, not an immediate push to the upside. So this is what I will be anticipating for this coming week. And then a low stop loss. And right now, this just seems like whole huge territory right here that we could be entering into. And this could be a great 3.84 to 1. So let's keep an eye watch on that. And yeah, let's put the line as well right here to demarcate the week. Right. So we actually have very few buyers. So this could align, like when we can have a slight pullback. When the pullback happens, then we can shoot all the way up there. Then let's move over to pound yen. So pound yen, it seems to be like in an ascending channel right now. Yeah, an ascending channel just right here. It just seems like an ascending channel. Nothing more, nothing less. Yeah. So like an ascending channel right here. Yeah. So it seems like we will be coming down probably into this area where this previous resistance was. So this is what we can anticipating for this week. So if we do come into this area, this could be a nice buying opportunity just right above there. Then we could be aiming to come all the way to the upside here where we left everything off before the actual huge drop happened. So that is my anticipation for this week. Let us put it right there. Lower stop loss. Then a high just right there to make a new high. Probably even just the 215 level would be ideal. So this would be a nice 3-4-3-2-1 trade. So that is my anticipation on pound yen. Then dollar Mexican. Apparently there was a trade running here because I cleared everything out. But what I remember was we were in a shorting opportunity. But what we can actually do for this week, we can start everything afresh since it's a new month. So if we do come below this level right here, then we could be looking to continue the shorting opportunity to the downside. So maybe we could even, yeah, the target I remember was like 18, 16, 80, somewhere here. Yeah, this is where the target was, so a 1.162 to 1. So if we do continue pushing to the downside some more, then we could be entering into this area. But if we probably come all the way above here, then this idea may be invalidated. But we're still looking to go short on the dollar Mexican. So if the market comes all the way down here, then we could go as far as 1680. Then let's move over to CAD Swiss. So CAD Swiss already did its thing, came all the way down. We still have very few sellers. So in this area, it seems like the market is kind of stuck, but we could be anticipating probably a break below where this gap happened and a high stop loss, and then we could be aiming to make a new low just below that. This could be a nice 1.5 to 1 since even everything is aligning with the sentiment. So that is what I'm anticipating for this week. So if we do drop below here, we could be seeing ourselves coming all the way down here to make a new low, high stop loss to reduce that risk. Then pound dollar. Pound dollar has been crashing. We're looking to actually get into it on a discount to go to the upside, but it's left without us. So that's totally fine. Right now, what I can be anticipating this week is probably a slight pullback into this area around the 37500 area. Then from there, we could be pushing all the way down, probably into these areas of 13428. So we can put up that trade idea right here. So I pull back into that area with a high stop loss, just right above there. Then we could possibly push all the way down to 1.34. So that is an area we would be looking to take our profits from. So entry would be somewhere around here. So we'd have a nice 3.28 to 1 for this coming week. So that is my anticipation. So I believe the market may come into this area around 1.3747, then probably react from that area, then continue all the way down and probably make a new low of this previous parabolic move to the upside. Then let's move over to gold. Gold, we did have a trade that was somewhere around here, just immediately got whipped up. And we have, as usual, very little sellers. So what does this mean for the market? Okay, coming back. So this probably means that we might probably continue with this drop. I do believe this drop may continue. So we might actually be looking to come into this area of support and turn it into resistance, like just this area. Or it could even be forming in head and shoulders right here pattern. Then this could be somewhere in the right shoulder. But even here is a good entry. But we could also aim to come all the way up here around 5100. Then we continue the push to the downside. And where do we think we can go all the way down to? Probably to 4500. That is where I kind of anticipate this to move to. So I think we might be pushing for the beginning of the week on a Monday, Tuesday, and then we could be coming all the way down to 4,500 for the remainder of the week. And then we can have probably, I don't know, a high stop loss here. But then we'll probably see if the market does, of course, come into this area, then it forms probably an arc right there. Then it comes down again into our entry point. Then we could possibly move our stop loss into that area. But right now, we could just possibly put it a bit tight because the entry is around 4979. So this might driven probably a right shoulder. So to be safe, I'll just say 5,200 could be an ideal stop loss. That is if the market does not do any funny stuff like during the week. So yeah, that is my anticipation with gold for this coming week. Let's just put a line there. Okay. Right, and then let's move over to NAS 100. So NAS 100, we're in a buy and it started moving all the way down. We're almost to take profit, but it started moving all the way down. So we'll be looking for a new trading opportunity on NAS 100 in this case. And what I do think is money inflows are probably going to the stock market right now since those profit taking. So we might actually continue with this upside move. So my anticipation for next week is a buy stop to the upside, probably around here. Then we could be aiming to come all the way here where we ended with this market. So just a buy stop right above there. And then we can see where we can go from there. And what we can do, maybe we can even look to make a new high. So this could be something we could be looking for. I don't know why it is not moving again. Okay, there we go. So we could be looking to make a new high. Once the buy stop is hit, then we can have a lower stop loss over there. This could be a nice 1.2 to 1. So this is my anticipation for next week for NAS 100. Buy stops to the upside, just right above 26820. So that is my anticipation. Right, now let's move over to Bitcoin. So Bitcoin, we had that consolidation right here, but then it broke to the downside, and this just signals momentum at this point in time. There's already a pullback, so I wouldn't even think twice about this. This could be just a great area to enter immediately, and I mean immediately, with a high stop loss probably above there. And then if the market does come all the way down, we can reduce the stop loss into this area. So a nice entry there would be ideal. Then how far could we be targeting Bitcoin here? Well, it seems we are moving all the way up here. So let's move to the daily. We see if there's an area we can come down to. Yeah, we can come down into the support level. So we can be breaking all these levels right there. Then we could be coming into this area around, let's just say 74,000. I think that kind of matches the number there. Yeah, about 74,000. That's where we could be coming down to. We already have very few sellers. That's about 41%. So that us anticipate that for this coming week, and a good 1.5 to 1 would be ideal with this trade opportunity. So let's keep an eye watch on that as well. And let's put the vertical line right here so that we know where we were, where we ended, and how the week unfolded. Then Ethereum, we did have a push down. It was a very short-lived consolidation. We had a push down. We didn't even do much. There's very little sellers. That's the thing. There's very little sellers. So that's why there was that sell off here where there was the consolidation and then pushed all the way up, took us out immediately. And right now, I think I'll be waiting for probably a pullback into this area right here around the 2,800 area. So we might have like probably one more pullback into this area, then we could be pushing all the way down. So that is what I'm anticipating for the coming week or weekend, whichever comes first with Ethereum. And then targets, very important. Let us do that. All right. So targets, we could be coming to the 2000, or maybe in the 2000 area. No, 2100 area will be fine. So we could be coming all the way down here, which was the previous support there. Same scenario with Bitcoin. So this is where we could be coming down to. So let's have an anticipation for that. And this could be a nice 2.5 to 1. So yeah, I do think this could play out real well. So this is where we end with our analysis this evening. I hope you enjoyed it, found it insightful, and I hope you have a great trading week. So I hope also the pips will be with you. One more time, don't forget Start 2026, 30% off all products, ends tomorrow at 11:59 CET. So make sure you grab yourself an account before the discount ends. So without further ado, enjoy your evening, enjoy your weekend, and may the peeps be with you for this coming week. Bye bye.